Darren, what was a massive game for Falkirk today? You must be delighted at the result.
Absolutely delighted, yeah. It's a great boost for the club, to move into that 8th position. That's what the focus was today, to be fair, and we're just delighted to get the victory.
And to what extent was it a day where perhaps the performance didn't matter to that end? It was just a case of 3 points on the board, please.
I would say that would be exactly right. It wasn't pretty. I think the conditions, we knew coming into the game there was going to be heavy winds, and we thought there might have been a bit of rain, which thankfully stayed off. So it was always going to be a day where the result was the most important, and thankfully we were on the right end of the result. So we're delighted with that.
Of course, Davis Keller-Dunn, we knew there was going to be a change last week because of that. What was the thinking behind starting Mark Waddington?
Well, I would think it's well known that the park's narrow here. Mark gives us a physical presence, he gives us a bit of height. We felt that, with Harry's kicks, albeit not in the first half because we were against the wind, but we thought we could have, been a bit physical in the areas as well, and I think it proved that way in the second half.
And of course, Alloa, when they got back on level terms, they certainly made a game of it in that first 45 in particular.
Listen, we've got the utmost respect for Alloa. Alloa are a right good side, they're a proper championship side. We've got great admiration for them. We knew that this would be a tough game. They're a good football side, and it's always a tough game against them.
Was it a bit of a rocket at half time? Because whatever was said certainly worked in the first 60 seconds.
Funnily enough, we looked at the game and we kind of gave the guys the benefit of the doubt of the conditions. You could only go so far with that, and we did say that if it was the conditions, let's start the second half in the proper manner and we obviously got a dream start, and we couldn't have asked for a better start, to be fair.
It seemed to kind of take a lifetime for the ball to actually go in the net, though. We thought Mark Waddington could have gone for a paper and come back.
I did wonder what he was doing at the time, and I was more than happy when he finally put it in the net. But yeah, it's a great ball across, but he took his time, Mark. He made well wait, to be fair.
Would we say that, or is it fair to say rather, that perhaps second half performance overall was quite professional but actually quite comfortable in the end?
Well, I spoke to the written press there, and they suggested that it certainly didn't feel like that, and I wouldn't be disrespectful to Alloa to say it was like that. I think we had a few good chances to kill the game off, so to speak, but at no point did we ever think the game was done, and we were as happy to hear the whistle as anybody, to be fair.
And that was the thing with those 2 or 3 chances towards the end. Do you start to get nervous at all when you're approaching that 90th minute and you think, well, we've kind of missed 3 chances, and then suddenly you see their keeper going up for a corner?
Well, to sum that one up entirely was he's made a great save against Demi. It's a fantastic save low to his body, and then when you see him going up for the corner, do you think, is this their day? But I was happy to see a foul against, I'm not sure who it was, but I was just happy to see the foul. Yeah.
Psychologically, how big a win is that today?
We feel it's a massive win, and I genuinely mean that. It's taken me to a place we haven't been all season, albeit it's we've played a game in hand, but we're focused today was getting to 8th position, and we've done that. And as a group, we're absolutely delighted. It's testament to the hard work that's went on behind the scenes with the staff, the management. I've got to pay tribute today to the 1,500 plus fans that came. I felt they've been with us the whole way, and it's a fantastic back. And I was speaking to some of the newer guys today that couldn't believe what they were seeing coming through the turnstiles, and if anything, that result was for the guys today, and the players feel that way as well, to be honest.
And at this stage of the season, how important is it perhaps just to say, what, games in hand are one thing, but better to have points on the board?
We would win our games all day of the week rather than have games in hand, because you don't know what happens in this league. I'd much rather win today, which is why we brought the game forward, to be fair. It was an opportunity to get a game played when there was no other games getting played, and thankfully we got the correct result.
And just on that point, finally then, to what extent will it be a hindrance or a benefit having a kind of free week next week with the game being postponed?
I think what it does do is it lets we take stock. We've got a new squad. We've never really had a bedding in period, so to speak. We went into 2019 with 13 new players, 12 plus Zach, who came back again, and it's just been work, game. Thankfully, we've went through 2019, unbeaten, which was a target of ours as well. And if I'm being honest, it lets everybody take a breather. It'll let guys have much needed rest. It'll let maybe a couple of the English ones that have flew up here and never touched the ground again to go back and see their family for a couple of days, and we'll do that for them. And then we'll be back in training early next week, preparation right for the Dundee United game.
And one point, sorry, I should just mention finally, is Aaron Jarvis, of course, signed as well.
Aaron,
the fans haven't seen him yet. Will they see him before that next game?
Absolutely. Aaron will be presented to Falkirk Fans Club the middle of next week. The thing with Aaron was he had a slight groin injury when we signed him. He's an important signing for us. He gives us something that we've not really had this thus far, and the crowd will like Aaron. He's a big, strong target man. He'll get goals for us, but to bring him up not quite right was the wrong thing to do, and then the players think we've maybe not got the right guy. He is bursting to get up here. I speak to him every day and he can't wait to join Falkirk.
Well, here's hoping he does well. Darren, yes, congratulations on the win today and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.